Greetings and welcome to the Cup race to complete the Bristol Night triple header weekend for NR2003. I'm Smithers, main participant in this series and driver of the RPM 43. I might be the host of all of this competition, but this season proves that I'm not taking the path to become a champion easy. I'm not even in the chase conversation, but man, I have come a knocking to disrupt the party that I lack the credentials for. Race 29 on the year is about to see its first green flag of the night. The Smithers Racing NR truck team fielded 2 trucks for the first time on the channel, debuting SRX champion Mr. Cool's campaign with a night spent at Bristol Motor Speedway. Both the 8 and the 80 were top 10 fast all night long, and within that race I had a close call with a wreck down the back straightaway, and Mr. Cool nearly escaped from getting slammed into the safer barrier off of turn 3, but a mistake led to a second attempt on that race, and those top 10s withheld their truth. Saturday night provided yellow, pacing, lots of laps cut from the video, and oh yeah, more yellows. I don't know what happened, but these guys left their talent at home this week for the Nationwide Series. The late great Kyle Busch and myself were 1 and 2 for most of the night and itching for another hard-fought battle in the Nationwide Series with green flag racing. In the end, we had 3 laps to give it truly everything to get one of us across that line, first with the checkered flag in hand. I have quite the record for upsetting major team owners in the top echelon of stock car racing so far in my first 3 seasons. In my rookie campaign in NR 2007, I ran into all 4 Hendrick cars throughout the season, sometimes multiple moments of contact with the same Mr. H car. Some weeks it was Johnson, some weeks it was the 5 car, other times I cleaned out all 4 of them. That relationship ended with a contract for the 5 car to be burned in my face. Then NR 2008, things were cool and chill until the world's most annoying hamster had to pick beef with me, and I sent that poor bastard on a ride that couched him for 2 months. 2009, things cleared up between me and the hamster, but I came into a new problem, and that was a guy who uses way too much hair product to have a day job that requires a helmet strapped to your head for multiple hours. The fumes must have gotten to him because his performance has been ass this whole year and tried to drag me with him. Then just last week, me and Carl Edwards threw shots back and forth at each other, and ultimately I paid the price with a black flag that was not deserved. Our pole sitter for tonight's race was our winner in the truck series a couple nights ago. Kyle Busch in the number 18 M&M's Camry is on the pole. Stewart right up there with him, 2 of my favorite drivers of this season, honestly. I found a couple more paint schemes throughout the week, and I'm using the McDonald's dice rolling one, and I got a couple others I'm going to be sprinkled out throughout the rest of the year. New fresh paint for the 43. Now to talk about the elephant in the room, you can see the ESPN position tracking there up at the top of the screen. A huge shout out to Project Steelfire Overlays for this creation and this mod to add to NR 2003 to have this up here for live ticking, live scoring. This thing is pretty awesome, and I've been having a lot of fun with it ever since I've gotten it told about to me, which was by one of you, General Motors fan Generic. Huge shout out to you and thank you for letting me know about this because I've been having a blast with it. Now I gotta update the number cards and stuff like that. I still gotta figure out how to get, like, I don't know, maybe screenshots of the numbers so I can throw them in the files for this mod, but right now you're gonna see the 2004 number sets there as they scroll across. Some of them are accurate, some of them are outdated. For the rest of our qualifying grid, all 4 RPM Richard Petty Motorsports cars qualified in the top 20. That is a big pat on the back. We are getting a little bit better just before the 44 car switches to a Ford. The last final 5 races of the season, that's when that's going to be made. Kane, still fighting for a championship, is in 10th place. As we look down through the rest of your grid, we're only going to have a 40 car field, trying to reduce the amount of cautions. Dave Blaney made the field. Roush Fenway driver David Reagan, who, starting in the back, had a horrible qualifying session. Same with the 83 of Reed Sorensen. That Red Bull machine's kind of fallen off these last few races in the latter half of the season. Was doing really great over the summer. His teammate Scott Spees kind of prevailed with a 26th place qualifying spot. Johnson's down in 23rd. Carl Edwards back in 21st. 2 cars that usually do good at Bristol. Gonna have to work up towards the front. With that being said, let's go knock out 125 more laps around this place. I've already taken care of way more than that because I've done 2 truck races in 100 laps, mainly pacing around this in the Nationwide Series. My 43 car's tuned up for a good night. Let's go make it happen. Before we roll into the final race of the Bristol Night triple header weekend, let's look at our glorious stat sheet for the night. We've got 125 laps on the circuit, the most of the weekend. I had to drop down the opponents down to 40 across the field just to see if that'll reduce the number of caution flags brought out in the race. Our opponent strength is at 94% difficulty, 1 tick down from the last 2 races. These Cup drivers, I had a hard time keeping up with them versus the other 2 series, and I'm just trying to have a good night. Realistic damage is on, so I could get DNF'd out of this motherfucker. We got all the flags, yellow flags, black flags are on. Realistic weather, it is a clear night, 89 degrees Fahrenheit. It's kind of hot for a Bristol night. Southeastern breeze of 14 miles per hour.
Ready.
Green flag for the Cup Series is flying. We are live, 125 laps. Ticker is live, and you also can see my SMT data now for my driving and who's in front of me, behind me. Got a lot of information on the screen now. I'm loving this. Try not to distract me too much. focus on out the windshield, get down to the bottom lane here, nobody's here, get underneath Martin Truex Jr., who's having a great short track. Kyle Busch has already taken off from the top 5. He's going to be probably leading a lot of laps tonight. Looks like Mark Martin's kind of struggling on the bottom. Hendrick cars on the bottom, Stuart Haas and Earnhardt's old team and Old Ride up there on the top. I think I'm going to have to go up here. Mark Martin's holding up the bottom lane there. Stewart got in front of him. Oop, tapped the wall there behind the 1-car Truex, and I'm trying to shove him forward. Outside momentum. Come on, 1 car, clear the 5. There we go. As long as I got fresh tires, this 43 car can grip around. Oh, smack the wall just a little bit. Adding some more scrapes to that thing on the outside there. There we go. Hooking the second lane a little bit better. Up to 4th place. Kyle's gone, man. He is the king around Bristol Motor Speedway. He is showing it this weekend. He's been out front. If it wasn't for the Nationwide Series race being such a flop, I'm sure he would have been up there leading more laps instead of me dominating the whole thing because we were pacing. He's looking to maybe try and get around Stewart. I got Mark Martin behind me. Like I said, he was holding up the lane on the bottom, so let's fight with me. I'm getting great runs out of the exits of the corners. Martin Truex Jr. is trying to look up under Stewart. I might be lifting his rear tires up off the ground here in a second. I'm peeking, I'm going. Thank you, Truex, for moving up out of the way and giving me the spot. I don't know if that's something to do with the track I&I that I messed with. I kind of changed the bunching distance, the drafting distance, to help so they're not 3 wide as much. 3, oh man. I don't know why I said 3. I said I wanted to be clear, man. My mouth wasn't working there with what I was thinking. I was still talking about 3 wide racing. Now we're in 3rd place though. Smoke here holding me up to try and charge down Rowdy Busch. I'm running right here on this crease here between the apron and the concrete. Stewart is got a half a lane given to me. He wrapped the bottom that time. Oh, car wouldn't turn. Got a better run. Looking, I'm peeking my nose in there, letting them know we're diving for 2nd place. Clear. Oh man. I didn't want to move up. I knew he was going to be coming back with that momentum on the high side, but my car just slid up. It's just like the truck and the Nationwide Series car. Oh, I got really loose on the exit there. I was scraping the bottom, trying to shove my nose in there. Didn't touch him. We were racing hard for 2nd place. Oh, fuck. I just dove it in there too hard. Yep, that was my fault. The first caution, 13 laps in. Stewart getting dumped. We were racing too damn hard for 2nd this early. So the only complaint, I guess problem maybe I have, I don't even know if it's really a complaint, but just a thing, is that I can't see my fuel stuff behind the ESPN thing. I don't know if I can change the location of where that pops up on the screen. So if anybody has any information about that, please let me know in the comments below. But I am loving this Project Steelfire Overlays mod. I hope you guys are as well. Eventually I'll have the number cards updated, but right now I'm trying to look at my fuel. So you can see my tires there, but the fuel is stuck behind the telemetry there. So I don't exactly know how much I have, but I think I know as far as Bristol goes, we won't need any for the race. Hey Tony, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Please don't throw your helmet at me. I apologize. I didn't mean to dump your shit. I really didn't. We were just racing too hard. I wanted that inside lane back. I hope you can forgive me. Please forgive me. Alright, so we're kind of looking at the lap previous here before I got into the 14 car. You can still see my SMT data up there. I don't know if that doesn't go away under the replay system here. We're side by side for the entire lap. I dive it in there. I just didn't get, I didn't pull my car low enough. I left a half a lane up there. Gordon and Hamlin, 2 chase contenders, run into them. That's going to be major damage. And Biffle, 26, gets shoved down to pits. That's going to put him like a couple laps down. All chase contenders right here. I just knocked and cleaned the fuck out. Stewart's going to throw his fucking helmet at me. Here we are on the back bumper, Tony Stewart. We've gotten a couple of shots from my camera, my videos before, where I come in cleaning out an AI car like that at Martinsville. I get a little bit too racing hard over my head, and I don't give anyone any room. Restart number 1's about to happen. I'd say we did pretty good. I mean, I'm the one that caused the first caution, so I don't exactly know how long we could have stayed green for. Don't keep my nose clean this time. I've said that before. I'm going to try and honor it this run. Kyle Busch is off. Try not to let him get away. He's going to have that clean inside lane with no lap cars, and I'm going to be stuck up here on the high side. asking for grip from my rear tires that doesn't have the heat in them yet. Come on, clear them this time, clear them. There we go, we're clear. Second place is ours, and we got a long way to go. This is the first time that some slower lap cars are going to be restarting up front. Once again, don't have the better cautions mod on working because Bristol, this version, BBMC, it just doesn't work out too well. They have issues trying to get past the lap cars and line back up in time. It's a half mile, they don't have a whole lot of time to do it. Wouldn't mind burning up some laps right now in this race, just following the 18 car around. This is kind of honestly really something special here, watching the 18 make laps around Bristol Motor Speedway out my windshield right now. Also loving the telemetry up at the top of my screen there. Something I was kind of wondering if it's ever going to be a thing. I've seen other people have other different mods before in the past, but yeah, Steelfire overlays. Huge congratulations and pat on the back and a thank you from me from this, because this is definitely going to bring a lot more to my series as far as like intel to talk about on the screen. Jeff Gordon's coming off a pit road again, still making damages after T-boning the 14 to Stewart, all thanks to me, and I'm sitting here reaping the benefits, trying to catch the 18 car. 25 laps down, 100 to go in the race, and we're already there. Green flag laps have been way more of a thing tonight. Thank you.
Yellowed out.
Never mind. So much for my thanks. Gordon, what did you cause? Oh, the 42 is flipping. It's the 14.
You're doing a good job.
That was insane.
You're good.
42 just pulled the joy like I'm loaded over. Of course, I just had to go and take that last sentence right before the yellow flag dropped and shoot myself right in the damn foot with it. So we've got eyes on the 4201 Pablo Montoya, but you see Michael Waltrip smacks the wall up there off of turn 4, causes them to go 3 wide, and it pitches the 42 around the nose of the 17 to Kenseth. 42 sliding down the banking in the track, and Stewart's got nowhere to go. He T-bounces the 42 and flips him. Reed Swords of the 83 also gets a tag of that, piece of that, runs into the back of the 14 to Stewart. Tony's not having a great night, and he might be out of this. Oh no, that's the 42 smoking. Got the target on board camera along with Pablo Montoya here. Gonna see the 55 Napa Auto Parts. Napa it knows how to spin you to the wall. Here you go. Nose face to face right there with Michael Waltrip, Mikey Walnuts. Sliding down, hope nobody hits you. Got 2 cars left, and Stewart gets you, flips you. I mean, Tony hit the target. It was right there on your hood. He didn't miss it. Had all the time in the world to slow down, get down below the apron. I guess maybe the pace car scared him, thought he was going to run into him, door slam him. I feel so bad for Stewart because of what I did. I caused his downfall tonight. He was in second place. He could have had a win. Restart with 95 to go. We're going to try and get a good roll and behind the 18. Restart. Look at that. Biffle and Kyle Busch restarting on the front row. I know Biffle's a lap down. Oh, but this has been something tonight. Look at them up front leading the whole pack. Yellow's back out again. So much for me having a caution-free race. Oh, I slipped up bad. I fell back to third. Trix got back by me. Shit. Not gonna lie, I didn't think Biffle and McMurray, them below on the lower side, were gonna get a good launch like they did. Mr. John Andretti in the 34 Taco Bell machine gonna slide up right in front of a point contender, point leader, championship contender, Kurt Busch. Get himself spun and pinches off into the outside wall. Also, David Rudeman in the Dream Machine takes a tag. We're on board with the 2 with Kurt Busch right now. Just on a restart, lap cars are on the inside, and the 34 just tries to slide up and clear himself. Clearly not. And he's a lap down, multiple laps down. What's he doing trying to get up in the way of the leaders? Here's the onboard of David Rudeman. That lucky dog wasn't so lucky. He slowed down, goes to turn down to avoid the 34 spinning, and the 34 is coming down the racetrack. Also gets T-boned and hit by the 78 of Smith. We're going to have more cars with more problems, which is what's going to cause more cautions in this race. They're going to be slow and get ran over. Trying to get prepared for this restart here as I'm a little bit more boxed in than I was previously. Going to try and get this roll that I was talking about, time it a little bit better. That green flag hits a little bit more early than I expect to, and I want to get back into the gas and just kind of tap the one at Truex, get the outside rolling a little bit more. Let's try and use the banking. Okay, didn't quite work out. I'm going to have to just get tucked behind McMurray here. These 2 lap cars, the 1 car and the 18 car, are gone. The 1626 are also really fast, but they just are stuck a lap down. My 43 is kind of not getting out of the corners too well on the first little bit of the short run on the restart. Also feels like it's been a little bit since we started getting some laps knocked out here. Since we've gotten some wear into these tires, that outside lane's not really working as well for me anymore. Got to stick to this dark PJ1 groove. and basically run the bottom lane like everyone else is doing. Protect my inside because Mark Martin will be coming quick. Jeff Gordon's still trying to make something for this race and gain points for his chase hopes. A lot of chase contenders not having good nights tonight. I'm getting underneath the 26 of McMurray. It's okay, just short and get a shallow exit off of that corner and door slam me. Every time I've made a move with that with somebody else, we've made it work. See, me and Mark Martin made it work. McMurray, you just fucking hate me. Racing Mark Martin trying to keep my my third place right now. Using the apron to help turn the car, cleared back in front of the 5. I'm not worried about this 16 and 26 really. They're not for position. If they stay in front of me, I guess that's okay. It seems like the one car is way faster than what I'm at right now. I need fresh tires if I want to get moving and have a threat to challenge for the 18. I'm pretty sure a fuel run and a tire run can run this whole race 125 laps. If not, it's going to be pretty close. We got another caution out. Oh, easy there. Easy, Kyle. And Truex racing into the caution. Truex just rear-ended Allmendinger. Oh, watch out, Biffle. That might have just caused some issues for the one.
26 in line behind that.
I can't believe I just witnessed second place pile drive himself into my teammate in that dog pile down there. Well, I got my second place back. Not how I intended to. So we're looking at the 96 of Bobby Labonte, who is a few laps down in the back here. Looking at Carl Edwards trying to get up underneath and drive. Oh, 96 gets loose off of turn 2, comes across the nose of the 99, comes back up into Johnson and Edwards, gets flipped by Harvick, taking out more chase contenders tonight. Kurt Busch got a piece of it as well. 55, Mears, and that's where the dog pile happened down at the bottom. 96 is upside down right now. Need emergency services because that thing is flaming and on fire right now. Look at that smoke. And then this is where Truex came in and back rear-ended and Biffle. Oh, the camera cut. Kyle makes a smart maneuver at the last second, dives up out of the way and gets around the 6 car, and Truex did not do the same move and then comes in and has 16 of Biffle pile drive, take himself out. Now the 1 car's got heavy rear end damage, has to come down in the pits and gets that figured out. Man, this place has bad luck for people with yellow chase tags. Truex ain't even at one of them. He's just running for the damn win. Right behind me in points. This place is just a shit show a lot of the time. Onboard Jimmy Johnson in the Lowe's 48 Chevrolet, looking to try and get this championship, second one of the season, but not with this case. Wreck falls right into the lap of him. Kurt Busch get involved as well, so maybe with all these chase contenders get involved in wrecks and stuff, it'll keep their points very close together. There's Bobby Labonte, he's spinning on his lid with a fire going on in the 96 car. We've got 75 laps to go, and I'm going to try and keep that orange M&M staring back at my windshield. Timed that out a lot better this time. Gave a tap to the 18 car. Let's get going. Try and get around this 26 of McMurray. My car, I can't do it. 18 didn't even almost get clear of the 26 of McMurray. He's trying to race to get his lap back. Hold on to this bottom. Man, that car, my car rotates way hard in the center of the corner. I try to crank the wheel so I can get it to turn, and then it catches, and it's like, whoa there, buddy, I didn't need to turn it that much. Telemetry's messing up a little bit. Says the leader is Marcos Ambrose. That is not accurate. It is still the 18 of Kyle Busch. Sometimes it has a little bit of messes up and glitches, bugs. This is a very early version of the Steel Fire Project overlays. I said that a little bit backwards, but you know what I mean. Trying to stay into that, trying to keep as much momentum around these corners as I can. My car is definitely not sticking to the bottom as it once was. Getting on these old tires, got 54 laps on them. They're starting to show their life. Keeping a good distance on Mark Martin, who I believe is behind me right now.
Yellow that.
We got another caution. Did not last too long. Who could have caused it now?
What do you got in the rotate lane will be clear.
Goddamn, Gordon, what the fuck you flying in here for? He just took out Mark Martin. Well, 5's gonna have to come into the pits and probably repair that damage. Gordon's 13 laps down right now. Why don't you just park it? Another incident coming off of turn 2 here at Bristol. It had a little bit of a through-wet incident. 12 Sherman gets up underneath the 47 and gets help from the 99 Carl Edwards. Spun down to the pit wall, slammed in there. 12 cars already getting replaced by the end of this year. Stremy is not going to be having that ride for much longer. No, I said that there wouldn't be as many cautions, but I think that's thanks to some of these damaged cars out on the racetrack, thanks to me. Green flag again, got a nice roll up to the back bumper of the 18. 26 didn't get going, I'm going to get the inside too. That is huge. Come on, I gotta hang on to it. Come on, rear tires, keep grip. Man, my car is struggling right now. This 26 might be able to get up underneath me and get back between me and Kyle Busch. I need a few laps to get these tires to get some heat and some pressure built into them, and then I can actually hold, but I can't do it with these fucking 2-lap restarts here. Just like the Nationwide Series, we're back to pacing again. I don't even want to look. I don't really have the time to be wasted. I can come back and post editing and go through look at the replay here. So we're really dragging out this recording session. Bristol Motor Speedway, always almost 2 hours just to get around 125 laps. There's barely 30 cars left in this race. Gordon's still out here trying to make some points up in positions. As long as he's out here and more people get wrecked out, he's gaining something. I swear half the chase contenders are out right now. Biffle. Gordon's 14 laps down. Then we got Tony Stewart as well down here in 39th. That was the start, the downfall, the first. Domino knocked down. Still got a good chunk of this race to go. We just leaped over the halfway point there as I frickin' couldn't speak my words. I wasn't on point either on this restart. I was hanging back way too far. Just gonna let those Roush cars go. I was sideways there off of 2. I just can't do it. My tires just don't have anything, and my car can't do it on these restarts. I literally need 2 to 3 laps and then I can start getting back into my groove again. I just haven't been allowed to do that because of all these wrecks. We ain't got many cars left, guys. Like, we can do this. Woo! Just trying to get back in my groove here. If I feel like that we're getting green again, starting to get single filed out back there, it looks like. Thinning out the herd. Kyle Busch has got the car tonight. He's probably going to lead all the laps of this race unless something happens to the 18. He's been very smart, very on top of things. Caution is back out. Damn it, I thought we were going to have a good long run. Fucking 5 laps ain't enough, man. This is dragging out the race way longer than I need it to be. I'm on a time crunch right here. I'm kind of hoping this thing hurries up, and I only got like half hour left. Fuck. Well, the 24 Gordon finally got the caution dealt on him, except Kurt Busch hooks onto the 6. It wasn't even Gordon's fault. He was just victimized, and 82, 66 run into him. A lot of back markers, lower half guys here. Gordon's still rolling though, not quite out of this thing yet. He's still chucking along 15 laps down. Hey, we got 2 RPM cars in the top 5 right now. Kane's in 5th, Sadler's in 8th. Dave Blaney's on track for a top 20 today. Look at him in 16th, 15th now. Logano's out, stuff like that. Looking at this thing operate up there. I get to talk about stuff under caution. Just under 50 laps to go under this restart. Chase contender Jeff Gordon just got knocked out. Not quite out of the race yet, but he definitely took a final nail into his race car. I almost misshifted right there. I didn't quite get my stick shifted into the 3rd gear slot, and now we got another caution out. It's turned into wreck fest once again here around Bristol Motor Speedway. Someone getting spun out around back here again. Come on now, we're gonna only have 20 cars like running around this track. 16 of us are on the lead lap. There are 29 cars on this racetrack right now. We should all but be able to continue these laps under green. Unless you guys are going down pit road every single lap. Oh, that was a little bit too early. I slammed the back of the fucking 18 car. Oh no, that was a bad 1 and 2. That was a bad 1 and 2. I really need tires. I want tires so bad, but we're not gonna have the green flag laps for me to get my spots back. Oh, I had to fight for that. Back on the bottom we go. These lap cars are just as fast as we are because they're fucking contenders. They've just gotten involved in the wrecks and they got shit on trying to get their damage repaired. I really need to knock out some laps here. Please, guys, keep her straight. Like I said, I'm on a time limit with the rest of this recording session on how much I got to go because I got shit to do after this. I didn't expect this to be a 2-hour fucking recording session. I thought at least an hour and a half. I knew going into it we'd maybe have a little bit of some caution, breeding cautions action here where it's just a wreck fest. Each time we come to Bristol, it's a demo derby with these cars on this game. Part of me loves it, part of me gets annoyed by it when I'm trying to race around here and get, having fun racing around Bristol, because that's equally as fun as crashing cars on a video game. Kyle has this thing in the bank. If I would have bet money on it, I would have bet on this 18 car. Hell, the 51 truck on Friday night showed it. Saturday night, if it wasn't for all the cautions, he would have definitely cleared me. That last lap battle, we were wheel to wheel, making something happen. Here, he's just got me a straightaway clear. That 18 car is fucking hooked up tonight. Got two Roush cars stuck a lap down. They can't catch Rowdy either. They're trying to get their laps back, but they can't do it. Just being real patient. I'm honestly really happy with where we're at in this race right now. I will accept a silver medal in Bristol tonight. We've gotten a victory throughout the weekend. We broke Kyle Busch's triple streak by getting our fluke victory in the Nationwide Series. It would have been the 18 car otherwise. We're starting to reel in the 17 car, and I'm not sure if I can get a nose in on there just to get position. Then it's going to make it to where I can't get my my exits up to the wall, and I'm just going to be fighting and losing more time back to the 29 car, who's the next car behind me, but not for position. Oh, this car is not handling well at all. I need some fresh rubbers under here. I know I'm probably cutting through a lot of it, but I hope you guys are enjoying seeing my SMT data a little bit more accurately. I know with the steering wheel inside the race car, you can kind of guess what I'm doing. I don't have a face cam or anything, obviously, and you guys are probably curious about what I do behind the wheel or what I'm doing. I don't know. I know some people like to have the camera up for their wheel and stuff, or even a foot cam. Haven't gotten in any of that yet. Not really too interested in that, but having this SMT data up now is definitely a level up for you guys to see what I'm doing with my pedals, my brake pedal, and my throttle placement for the corners. I didn't know if I was going to be clear of Sorensen right there. That was kind of scary. Starting to catch up to the two cars that are on the lead lap that I didn't expect to be, like Dave Blaney. Tony Raines was like 17th, only one lap down, but they're getting lapped by the 18 and Rowdy right now. Holding them up just a little bit, letting me see the colors of that 18 car again, putting us back on the same straightaway. That's kind of nice, but I know there ain't no way in hell I'm going to win this race unless that 18 car gets taken out or blocked. Don't tell me I got to try and work around the outside.
Outside.
Kensit.
Clear.
Oh no. I'm just going to let the 17 go. That could have been a through wide wreck right there. I'm not trying to cause any more cautions. I want to roll this thing to the checkered flag. Nice long green flag run to the end, so if I gotta be a little bit more patient, get around these lap cars. Dave Blaney, come on now.
Clear.
Oh my lord! Let me by!
Clear. Clear. Outside.
Give me the inside lane. You are a laps down, man. What about fucking Crash Dudio when you split the car like a banana peel in North Wilkesboro? He's in 7th, 8th place going a lap down. Actually, I don't know how accurate that is. Could be accurate, might have glitched out a little bit, I'm not too sure. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the next car for position, but I got the 29 of Harvick breathing down my neck, trying to get to the 17 car, Kenseth, which is his next position. Oh man, the 17 got really loose. That's what's been happening, is like the AI slip up a little bit because they're pushing hard, and then they run into each other because they get out of line, out of their racing groove, and they just run into each other. That's probably the one factor. So I guess if there's anything in the track I to get the AI to not slip like that, please also let me know that down in the comments below, because that's the one thing still keeping them from wrecking constantly. Now that we've gotten like 20 cars on the track, everyone's got enough space. Oh man, I plowed really hard right there. I smacked off the wall. 104 laps, man. We've been running for 15 good green flag laps. Uh-oh, someone's blowing up. Someone's blowing up. Pull her down, mirrors. Get the oil off the track. Come on, go. Thank you. Glad NASCAR didn't see that and see any oil fluid on the track and cause a caution. If any of us slip and wreck, starting to fall into some more heavy lap traffic. Kyle Busch has only got 2 more cars in front of him. I've got a train. Just got to get a good run out of the exit so I can put my nose into the inside of these cars and set up for the next set of corners. And then clear them by the time we get to the exit so I can get back up to the wall. Now behind the 48 of Jimmy Johnson, chase contender. Not sure where he's going to be at after the points tonight. He's up front, I think, at the top of the board. If not, yeah, I haven't looked at the points since the last conclusion of the video at Watkins Glen. Oh, man. I don't know if that was a smart idea. I just got put to the outside. We are through wide right now. I'm trying to make the outside work. At least got around Johnson around the outside. The 77 of Sam Hornish Jr. That was a tight situation there. 15 laps to go in the race. Can we clock them all out under green? I just got to hang on. We are still cruising in second place. Says Johnson. Nope, there we go. Dale Earnhardt Jr. I know he's the one behind me. Junebug fighting, trying to get through this lap traffic, hang on to second place. Kyle Busch is still a straightaway. He just went around turn 3 right there out of my frame. Oh, I tried to get back at the gas to get up under wall trip and my car just started slipping. Junior's right behind me. I really got to get better at getting through this lap traffic. Get around up underneath the 55 of wall trip. Don't let these guys hold me up. I'm just clearing him out of the way for the 80 to Junior so he can be right behind me. Oh no. That was bad. That was really bad. I got into the back of the 6 car and really upset my car. Gotta be patient, patient. Back into the gas now. There we go. Some clear racetrack. Maybe for at least a couple of laps. Oh, fuck. We're good. Just a little bit of a wall smack. At least there's no wall pops in our 2003 and sent me down to the pit wall. Trying to keep my rhythm. These tires are shot to shit. We were at the end of a tire run for sure. There we go. Got up underneath the 83. That was a nice clean move. If I can hang on to second place, that'll bookend the weekend nicely. Me and Kyle are racing for the Xfinity race, the nationwide race. Not exactly like this though. We only had a handful of laps to race and I haven't competed at all tonight. But some of the guys that got wrecked out, I probably would have gotten shoved back to 5th place more than likely. Like the one car at Truex had a much better night going for him until he got wrecked out. The Roush cars seemed to be quick tonight. Oh, I entered way higher than I normally do. Shit, I missed my entry. That just gave second place to Junior. Damn it, I'd rather lose one spot though. This thing's falling apart, this 43 car. If I get a chance to get back up underneath the 88, I'm gonna do it. At least I'll have him to kind of cherry pick off of my running line. 43 car's not getting off the corners well. I'm worried about spinning out the SN now because of these tires. Or if I don't hit my mark, I'm gonna plow into the wall. Literally like a minimal inch difference where I put the tires on the corner of the track. If I stick in this PJ1 or not, makes the difference if I plow up to the wall.
5 to go. 5.
I don't think second place is gonna be mine anymore. I definitely lost it. Podium finish, bronze medal. We can finish off the night with that. Mark Martin's behind me. That's the next position. I think we can wrap around the bottom and just stick around for 5 more laps. Junior's catching up to David Gillen in the 71 Tech Slam machine. Got a couple of lap cars. Tony Raines up there as well. Oh, they're moving out of the way for Junebug, but when it was me, I had to race the fuck out of them. Come on, Tony Raines. Yes! My car's not turning, not taking advantage of the situation, and they just pulled up right out of the way. And now I'm going to be stuck behind these two for the final 2 laps of the race. Of course, they're racing side by side with each other. Come on. I had to shorten up my exit there. It's 37, got side by side with them, got through 1. Junior's got second place down. White flag, 1 to go. Mark Martin behind me, 3rd place. Kyle Busch is half a lap ahead of the rest of us. No!
Yellow's out. Yellow's out.
We're good. I just flipped Mark Martin. I just flipped the hell out of the 5 car. Go! Go, 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 go. Hang on to 3rd place. That was bad. I was just trying to push up and I thought I was going to clear the 37. If anything, lift out of the gas for me. You're 5 laps down. Posting us. I was not down in the pits. You can suck my dick. We got 2nd place. I saved that wreck. Kyle Busch is your winner at Bristol. They penalized me because I slid down in the pit road area and then back up on the track. I ain't taking that shit just like Watkins Glen. Bristol is complete. So officially, as you saw me in the race standings, I did finish in 4th place. Somehow Paul Menard snuck out a 3rd at Bristol. That didn't really affect anything going on here, but I had to make light of that. Next week, we'll be going into the halfway point of the 2009 chase for the Sprint Cup. And in this Bristol night fight, our chase drivers, some of them took a step up and are heading to the next level and claiming that championship this year, and other drivers really fell off and might have lost their chance. Tony Stewart is a huge driver that fell off. He was 2nd place before Bristol and then winds up all the way down on 11th. Thanks to me dumping him. I just made one mistake after racing side by side with him for laps, and it really could have costed him everything here this year. Jeff Gordon got collected in his 2nd wreck during the race that brought out a yellow flag. He T-boned him, immediately blew like a radiator, and DNF'd out of this thing. Greg Biffle got trapped a few laps down. Mark Martin and Casey Kane gained some positions thanks to their top 10 finishes. Matt Kenseth and Jimmy Johnson quietly finished in the top 15 as well. Dale Earnhardt Jr., a top 5 contender, finished in 2nd place right behind Kyle Busch. Passed me in the closing laps to get that. getting his 88 Hendrick Motorsports team up to 4th place in the standings. Denny Hamlin didn't have an easy Bristol night. He got some damage at one of the cautions during the middle half of the race, got spun around I think in the same wreck that Gordon and Stewart got together, but was able to wheel on and come home with the top 10 as well. Denny Hamlin does still have a pretty decent lead on 2nd place, but this Bristol night, with all the different variations of where these drivers finished, that allowed for the points to close up a little bit. If any of these drivers were to capitalize like Kyle Busch did tonight, where he got 195 points, getting a lap led with the 5 bonus points and another 5 bonus points for leading the most laps, he just happened to lead all 125 tonight. That could change any of these 12 drivers' chase hopes, as we're running out of time and running out of races in 2009. Gotta keep you updated on where I'm at since I'm not a chase contender. We're doing really well. The last 3 finishes we've had are all within the top 10. Hell, if I would have had those bonus points and actually made the chase, we might have had a run for a championship this year. I don't know how that would have played out. We would have been reset at least in the top 5, I believe, somewhere where like Dale Earnhardt Jr. was. We had 2 wins in the season, but if anything, I'm solidifying 13th position for this year. I am 36 points above Ryan Newman in 14th. I could very well fall out of the top 15 if I have like a bad Talladega or a bad race these next 5 weeks, so I can't be oblivious to my situation here. I gotta keep my runs good. So moving on to talking about the only movement that happened on this page, Elliott Sadler leapfrogs over David Rudiman only by 8 points, and then AJ Allmendinger's 269 behind 1st place according to this page, but he's only 30 points behind Elliott Sadler for his competition for that 19 ride if he wants a full-time ride. Let me reiterate, a full-time Cup ride. Also, Robbie Gordon gains over Casey Mears. On this other page, Paul Menard with that 3rd place gets himself up quite a few positions because last week at Watkins Glen I think he fell like 3 or 4. This fight for this 26th through 30th, very close point battle going on. Jamie McMurray, another driver that has finally gotten himself back into the top 30 in points, doing good there in the 26 car, trying to round out at least some sort of positive momentum to finish off that team before they reduce down to 4 cars. Mr. Redacted himself is finally getting caught up to his new replacement here, as Reed Sorensen's had 2 more starts over the season. Down in 38th position, you see David Stremme. In his last few starts in that 12 car, leapfrogs over his replacement, as Brad Keselowski did not race in this Bristol race in that 25. And that's about it. 40th through 43rd. Not really any movements there either. Been very, very stale and stagnant. Plus, with only 5-6 races to go, the points of the matter is not here. It is in the top 12. With that being the discussion of the conclusion of Bristol night and the triple header for all 3 top 3 series of NASCAR. Truck series, I feel like we could have squeaked out a better finish. Did not quite work out for us because of that replacement race. Nationwide series was full of cautions and it was an eye-pacing event. Somebody had mentioned in the comments below NASCAR Pacing 2003. I believe Kentucky is up next. Random ass mile-and-a-half track that I wanted to throw into the 2009 season. With as much hate as that track gets, for some reason I do kind of like how it's configured out and how wide it is. I know it didn't exactly race ideally how everyone had hoped, but it's going to be another night race. And if you've been on the channel long enough to know that I love night racing, it's one of my favorite things. I definitely would prefer it over any day races. I mean, there's certain races that are definitely should be in the daytime, no lights at the track and all that. I've always been a night owl at heart, so I don't mind staying up really late, and there's something special about that twilight time, especially if the race ends at like 1 in the morning. I'm going to get prepared for Kentucky so I don't wind up like a Kansas in 2008. Also, let me know what you have on your opinions on the Steelfire overlays with the ESPN ticker going across the top of the screen. I'd love to hear your feedback on that. That'll do it for this video. Hope you guys stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.